Hi, this is Katie with Next Shift. I want to quickly go through today kind of a loose practice routine. I don't do all of these in a row, but I just wanted to walk you through some different tools that I have that have helped me to kind of practice my goaltending abilities. And where I want to start is on the Toasters Rink servers. There's a bunch of different regional ones. You can find the one closest to you. I like finding an empty one, doing /EP to empty out the pucks, and then there's a mode called /Goalie that will do some shots on you. They're not super realistic to in-game situations, but I'm about to show you a few things that you can do that will still be pretty useful for practice. And starting out, what I've shown here is just not really thinking too much about it, but just getting in the way of the puck, making some basic saves is just a nice way to get yourself started in that mindset before you start breaking it down into different, more specific segments. And the first of these segments is splitting between kind of your body usage and your stick usage. I like to start out with doing some saves where I kind of just have my hand on my mouse, but I'm trying to not swipe at the puck when it's heading towards me. I'm just trying to get my body in the way of shots through dashing, through, turning back and forth and snaking with the WASD keys, and just kind of monitoring where the puck bounces off, getting used to your body hitbox, as well as practicing some rebounding off the body if the puck is sitting down in front of you, practicing clearing it left on some, clearing it right on some to get used to those more specific scenarios, just to kind of expand your ability off of those shooting opportunities people will get on you. And then once you feel a little bit comfortable with that, a big part of goaltending, especially more advanced things, is your stick usage and your coordination with your stick, where instead of just trying to lead with your body for the saves, I want you to, you can still dash and move around, but your goal is to swipe at the puck as it's coming to you, make contact with it with the right timing. You're not going to be perfect at it. I'm not perfect at it. Sometimes you'll miss and it'll hit your pad, but getting that sense of, how fast the puck is coming, how fast you move your stick, what angle it goes after you hit it with certain, directions you're swiping from. There's a lot of intricacy to it, and a lot of it you just kind of get as a general, sense of the physics of the game. It's not like a specific thing about specific shots going one way or another. So your focus here is just feeling as coordinated as possible with your stick and the timing of hitting the puck. And, you don't always want to lead with your stick for saves in game situations, but sometimes it's really your only option, especially if you're a little bit out of position or, something weird just happened. So it is so essential to get this down to kind of like a second nature, where you're not thinking about how far should I move my mouse to get this, where you're kind of, very in tune with where your stick is going to go, and you can very easily make it do what you need it to do to make a save. A quick fun exercise you can do is also moving over to the side at the start of the command and then practicing doing some diving or dashing in to make some saves, just to practice, sometimes you clear the puck and it goes kind of wrong. It's just, it's these rare situations where you won't get to practice it much in game. So it's nice to just find little ways to practice things similar to it when you're in practice. All right, in the next kind of section that I want to talk about is going into practice servers, or if you just go into the server browser and type in practice, there's a lot of different ones. I usually go to the PHL practice servers just because it's what I'm familiar with. There's usually space for a goalie there, and there's people that are eager to shoot on you. And practice servers are great because it's a lot closer to those in-game scenarios. It's real people shooting at you. You can really zone in on, what you have to do to stop the puck from going in the net. And another nice thing is that you kind of have instant feedback for trying out different things or different strategies where, if you feel like you're too forward in the crease or you feel like you're not using your stick a certain way, you can almost immediately just wait for the next skater to come up and then try something out. So it's a great resource, and it's, I think, one of the most helpful, just general, improving your ability as a goalie tools, because this is what you're going to see a lot in game. It doesn't teach you things like, cross crease passes and saving those or watching the wrap, but it is a great tool to kind of get yourself leveled up a little bit and used to stopping the puck when it's coming at you from a single skater. And the last thing I want to discuss is kind of empty server practice, I guess is what I'll call it, but it's taking some time to kind of isolate specific things that aren't necessarily related to blocking a shot that's coming at you. This involves practicing your movements, practicing dashing between posts, chaining dashes, just getting used to your movement in general. It's nice to skate around and try out different things. The more comfortable you are with your movement, the better you'll be in net. You know, you can practice some rare mechanics like jumping sideways is a fun one as always. There's also a tool in this server, this toaster server, to spawn pucks. And this is nice to practice kind of clearing pucks to different directions, practicing for different scenarios. I recommend trying to pick like a general area to hit it to. I'm usually aiming for either like the far wall or the near wall. I'm imagining there's a teammate somewhere up there waiting for you. So doing some heavy touches, some light touches. And I do really recommend doing this on a server, as doing the offline practice will feel a little bit different than those online games you'll play. There's also plenty of other training tools and practice tools, especially VOD review, going back and looking at clips both of when you did well and when you feel like you didn't do well. There's a lot more out there. This is just kind of something to get you started, and good luck.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.